Time for another math lesson. This is Chapter 6, Section 7. Solve inequalities by multiplication and division. Alright, so in order to do this, we're actually going to solve these just like we would solve multiplication and division one-step equations. However, there's one exception. First, let's take a look at how to solve some of these without the exception. Here you see that I have an equation on the left-hand side, 8x equals 40, and I have an inequality that's very similar. 8x is less than or equal to 40. Both of these we're going to solve by taking care of that coefficient, the 8. Watch. Divide by 8 on both sides. The 8's on the left cancel. And 40 divided by 8 is 5. Notice how similar these two problems were. We solved the inequality just like the equation. However, let's talk about that exception. If you divide or multiply by a negative number, you're going to reverse the inequality symbol. So let's take a look at this and take a look at why this is actually true. I'm going to prove this to you with a really simple example. 100 is greater than 15. We all agree this is true. And with equations, if we add or subtract the same thing from both sides, as well as multiply and divide by the same number on both sides remain equal. Well, take a look what happens if we divide or multiply both sides by a negative number. 100 divided by negative 5 is negative 20. 15 divided by negative 5 is negative 3. Can I still use a greater than symbol? Is negative 20 greater than negative 3? Not at all. So the symbol actually gets reversed. Negative 3 is greater than negative 20, or negative 20 is less than negative 3. Let's take a look at some examples. Okay, so in the first example, we have x divided by negative 3 is less than or equal to 4. To get rid of that negative 3, I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. The negative 3's on the left cancel. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. And since I multiplied by a negative number on both sides, I'm going to reverse this symbol. So our answer is x is greater than or equal to negative 12. Let's take a look at the second one. I have negative 2 multiplied by x is less than 10. To get rid of that times negative 2, we're going to do the opposite, divide by negative 2 on both sides. On the left, the negative 2's cancel. On the right, 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5. And because we divided by negative numbers, we reverse the symbol. So x is greater than negative 5. Now let's take a look at the third one. 5 times x is greater than 20. The opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5, so I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. On the left, the 5's cancel. On the right, 20 divided by 5 is 4. And here, did I multiply or divide by a negative number? No. So the symbol is not going to be reversed. It'll stay the same. Alrighty, boys and girls, that's it for the lesson. If you still would like to see some more examples, take a look at the extra practice